Yang di chimbo tsut di nyik mi xiang, zon ni malam chimbo ngab jia da, pankar tan ngang tsan du shirma do, tumba tuk je chan la kip xiang tsar, shawang men chu je yang je pop zhang na, di sum san je kin ji ngo nye, rang sum chur go ngo sum ton tsawe la ma nam la kip xiang tsar. First of all, I would like to say welcome to my teaching, all of you, and thank you for coming. And I also would like to say thank you to Kate and Martin for all the help that's ready for this retreat. And also Heather, other, I don't know, volunteers here. Thank you very much. And also, especially thank you to Marmi, because she takes care of this this group, and nice space here, very nice, very beautiful, and thank you very much for doing this. And this is you call it group or sangha, and actually. Twice you have meditate here, right? Meditation session like twice a week here, and sort of he has put so much energy for this group and for the benefits, you know, for others, and wonderful. Thank you very much. This is actually Buddhist group, but we also welcome to everybody. Just practice. And also, most important is that I think it's very important to understand why we have a group here. This is not something that, you know, sort of compete with any other groups here in Hiben. This is not competition group, okay? This is just people who want to meditate, people who want to learn about their minds. Sometimes people misunderstand, you know, and that's not good. So this is for someone who really want to practice and meditate. That's the motivation. That's the, you know, that's why we have a group here. So if you want to, it's not necessarily, you know, people who come here Buddhist, you know, that's just, you know, fine. And I just let you know that this is just a very nice group, I think, and nice people here, and practice to get together. That's the motivation. And I'm very happy to be able to talk to you a little bit about these teachings, the foundation for Noble Truth. We call it Four Noble Truth, and what we call the secret Dharma. Secret Dharma is something sort of extremely precious and difficult, actually, to find, difficult to sort of understand. This is because it is the causes leading to liberation or the realization of the nature phenomena. Because firstly, making our mind workable through practice, the Dharma. Secondly, understand all the practices starting from the taking of sort of refuge in bodhicitta, which are the foundation of all paths, right up until we are perfectly complete the main practice. we are, I think, very sort of fortunate because we have entered the door of the profound teachings and practice. And we have all these sort of positive circumstances and good fortune of actually being able to practice all this is happening to us. First of all, you need to know how do we start out on the path. It is very important to remember, according to Buddhism, three things. First, you need to sort of receive some teachings from a teacher. Then it is important to understand the meaning of the teachings so that finally you will be able to practice them and integrate them into your life. So now I would like to start by discussing the Four Noble Truths. Today, as you know, the Four Noble Truths was the first of the Buddhas after he attained enlightenment, his teaching. And the Four Noble Truths are the very sort of foundation of the Buddhist teaching. So that's why they are so important. Because without a good understanding of the Four Noble Truths, it is impossible to practice his teachings and understanding of the nature of reality according to Buddhism. And if you really sort of understand these Four Noble Truths, then also you will understand about the Buddha, because the way to examine a teacher is to examine his teachings. According to Buddhism, maybe you don't know this. I think many of you are very new for the Buddhism. So according to Buddhism, you have to first investigate the teacher and his teachings. Then if you find something and it makes sense and it really helps your life, then Buddha said, why not you follow and meditate, practice meditate. That's very important to understand. If you don't sort of find anything that's helpful, then you don't have to follow, you don't have to practice. You should try to find something else. So the Four Noble Truths, that's why the Buddha's first teaching. And if you understand these teachings, then very easy to sort of investigate who Buddha is, what kind of person he is, So that's why if you sort of if the teachings of the Buddhas sort of are beneficial for his disciples, that means the Buddha is also a good teacher, because in order to teach these sort of truths, one must have had some levels of understanding of the ultimate truth. Otherwise, one cannot this kind of teaching from just any regular person or ordinary person can't, That's why that's why Buddha said, first you have to examine my teaching. These are the Four Noble Truths. Four Noble Truths are actually the essence of his teachings, and all his teachings actually include these Four Noble Truths. So when I say that the teachings of Buddha are beneficial for who practice them, this means that the point is that through this sort of different practices, a very sort of negative person can be transformed into a good person. That is the point. That is the purpose of practice meditation. And that is the purpose of practice and the teachings. Because our mind is actually filled with the negative thoughts, negative emotions and feelings, so on and so forth. But if you will become aware of the thoughts of your mind through this kind of practice meditation, and with that knowledge, you will be able to change your mind, transform your mind. You can train your mind. That's why if the teachings are beneficial for disciples, that means if you really meditate, if you really practice and learn it, then you can change, the negative thoughts. So those kind of things, just very basic, so just to let you know. And now I would like to tell you a little bit about Buddha before we are discussing the Four Noble Truths, if you don't mind. Because these teachings from him. And so he was, the Buddha was just a human being, like you and me, like just an ordinary person. And he came to India 2000, I think 30 years ago. And he was just an ordinary person, and he suffered just as we do. He has negative thoughts, negative emotions. And when he was 29 years old, actually he came to, he came from a very royal family. His father was the king of India. But when he was 29 years old, he left his royal family and to search for a way to end his and others' suffering. So he studied sort of meditation with many teachers, and he went to Bodh Gaya. Maybe you've been there, I don't know. So for 6 years he studied, just year by year, day by day, 6 years practice. And he had, after that, sort of profound sort of breakthrough and became a Buddha, which means filled with understanding. Buddha means actually awakening. He got enlightenment, which means he recognized the true sort of nature of phenomena. After that, he walked slowly to Deer Park in Saranatha in India, which is very close to Bodh Gaya. And he went there to share his understanding with their 5 students. These 5 people are his students. And Buddha said that I have seen very deeply that nothing can be by itself alone, that everything depends each other. And I have seen also that all sentient beings are capable with the nature of awakening. So the Buddha taught the Four Noble Truths with these 5 people or students in Saranata in India. When he taught this Four Noble Truths, 5 people, only 5 people, he taught the Four Noble Truths. Very famous, these teachings. Then these teachings are kind of the foundation. Why these Four Noble Truths are considered to be so fundamental, and why, in fact, Buddha taught them at all. Because the Four Noble Truths, which provide an understanding of the relationship between cause and their effect. In our current time, most people really tend to focus on outward development, like success in business, finances, etc. Buddha said that's really good. But if we have only focus outward, then we become full of stress and full of worries. That's why it is very helpful if you meditate, because you have an emphasis on focusing inward and try to develop your mind. But actually, just to let you know, whether you practice meditation or not, it depends on yourself completely. You are free to make your own choice, right? But if you want or you like to practice, then it is important that you practice correctly and with a sort of pure motivation. Because if you don't have a sort of good motivation, good intention, even if you do good things, it is not so beneficial. So we must develop and understand what is right and what is wrong, because it is not something that comes automatically, right? You have to practice and learn in it. So how do we practice and understand correctly or pure motivation? It is started by thinking about yourself and also others. We all have negative thoughts and negative karma. These are the root of our suffering. According to Buddhism, all we sort of desire happiness and do not desire suffering, no question. But the Buddhist point of view, suffering doesn't come from nowhere. It arises as a result of its own causes and conditions. And also the happiness, which also arises from its own sort of particular collection of causes and conditions. But most people think that the cause of all their problems and sufferings are from sort of other people or other things, right? But not from themselves. They think they are always correct, and sort of someone else, has the problem. This we call selfish. But Buddhist point of view, most difficult not come from others, but itself, and everything also depends upon cause and conditions. That's very important to know. Our experience of happiness and suffering do not arise without cause and conditions. That's why Buddha teaches about the Four Noble Truths. You see the piece of paper you have there, the Four Noble Truths. Especially these truths are taught for the benefit of beginners who desire to leave samsara and achieve liberation. And generally, meditation can be practiced by anyone. And generally, it doesn't have to be sort of associated with any particular sort of religion. And it does not sort of require one believe any particular religious principle. Because every one of us has a mind, right? And every one of us can work on it. That's in generally, but just a sort of a vision and hope is not really enough. You have to find a way to sort of put in that wish into action and practice. That's the only way how to develop your mind. According to Buddhism, you learn how to meditate. But the most important is you have to meditate. You have to practice. That's the only you can change your life. Just a vision, just a listen, not enough. Nothing helps. I mean, understanding very good, but meditation, the most important. Meditation is a practice that makes it possible to cultivate and develop certain basic positive human qualities like, compassion, loving kindness, and wisdom. We have so many human good qualities, but we just don't know. In order to use these human amazing qualities, you have to meditate, you have to practice. They do not come automatically. So the Four Noble Truths can prove extremely helpful because it relates directly to our own experience and especially to our nature desire to seek happiness and overcome suffering. So today, actually, we will talk about suffering and happiness. Okay? Because these two, actually, the topic, the Four Noble Truths, actually about suffering and happiness. Suffering and happiness, part of our life. You cannot ignore. People I know don't want, hear suffering. But that's stupid, suffering is part of our life. Why you can't, you have to, accept. In order to sort of find happiness, you have to first deal with your suffering. Otherwise, you cannot ignore your suffering. So, the essence that the Buddha's teaching on the Four Noble Truths leads us first to a profound recognition of the nature of suffering, then to the recognition of cause of suffering, and finally to recognition of the path that leads to such freedom, or sometimes we call it self-realization, or sometimes we call it the recognition of the nature of phenomena. That's we call enlightenment or liberation. Therefore, the teachings on the Four Noble Truths clearly sort of distinguish cause and effect. That's why Buddha taught the Four Noble Truths first. So I will teach you more Four Noble Truths sort of one by one. First, just to give you an idea why these teachings are important, why he taught this first. He has so many teachings, right? All his teachings include these Four Noble Truths. I think Four Noble Truths are actually his teachings, but really benefit for all, no matter who you are. Doesn't necessarily become a Buddhist. You have to learn these things. Because Four Noble Truths are actually one person's life. How to take care. This is in general, okay? Are you called? Now, most important today, meditation. Many of you already, many times, right, meditate so many times. That's really good. And maybe if you are a beginner, if you are new, then meditation is so important. Sometimes people think that meditation means meditation should be totally free of thoughts and totally sort of at peace. But that's a misunderstanding, especially for the beginner. That's more like the sort of final result of the path or meditation, It's not for the beginners. It's not for us, When you meditate, when you work with your mind, and your mind is sort of connected to many sort of different conditions, right? So you should not accept your meditation to be the same all the time and, always good, without thoughts, just to relax, very stable. You should not accept that. Sometimes, good, sometimes not, up and down, because we are beginner. And it takes time to develop a strong sort of state of concentration. Eventually, however, you will see that your mind stays where you put your mind, and you experience more of what's happening in each moment because of your concentration. We usually sort of don't experience the present moment at all. We are always thinking. As long as this process continues, our mind never comes to rest, right? Always busy. And that's why we have to meditate. Right now, sometimes people cannot control, even though their own mind. It's just, full of thoughts. Worries, stress, all these thoughts make suffer. So, to begin, you simply sit in meditation posture, if you can, just to relax, and watch your breath. Focus on the coming and going to the breath. And generally, so there is not much else to do if you are really beginner. If you're not beginner, there are so many different kind of thought, the meditations and visualizations and recitations. There are so many things. But for the beginners, just to relax and watch your breath and be mindfully. That's all. Very simple meditation, very profound. If you do this every day, And sometimes it helps for if you think about your thoughts arises when you are meditating. For example, what do you really think? Sometimes people just sit down and then try to meditate, but thoughts arises all the time. Really cannot focus, right? It's so difficult. So then you really think, what do you really feel? What do you really sort of see, and where they come from, where they go. Try to stay focused on these kind of questions and cut your thoughts and release them and, let it go and then relax. That's you need. And sometimes when you start meditate, it is best to alternate short sections for sort of formal practice. We say short time and frequent. Short time, frequent you practice. If you're a beginner, just to relax 1 minute, and then you take a break maybe, and then do again. Very short time, because you cannot focus long time because your thought. So just short time, and then relax, and then take a break, and then again. That's you have to do like many over again and again. That's how you actually train your mind. Gradually increasing the time of the sections as you become more sort of comfortable to relax and calm your mind, Then you can sort of long meditate. You can long meditate like 1 hour, 2 hours, no problem, right? However, the most important thing is to develop the sort of capacity to practice in your normal sort of daily life at your home. Make sure you practice every day if you can. You come here today and then practice today, 1 hour. Then you go back, no practice, nothing help. If you want, change your mind. If you want sort of be very kind person, compassionate mind, then you have to practice a lot. Change is not easy, right? Slowly, because our the thoughts, emotion, feelings so strong. So we have to sort of slowly practice and control these negative thoughts. Now meditate. I give you the meditation this time. The first we should focus on 3 channels, okay? If you're a beginner, this is really good. This is actually, you just focus on 3 channels in your body. Left, right, and central channel. And these channels we called part of the energetic body. So you have to a little bit visualize, okay? I think you can. The left and right channel first, the left and right channel in your body are the same size. And then central channel is a little bit bigger than the left and right channels. And also the left and right channels start at your nostrils and circle around the top of your eyes. From here, start here and then circle around your top, and then kind of go down, right? And center of your body on the right and left side. Then until they reach the bottom of the torso. At this point, this left and right channel merge together into the central channel and move up towards the heart, your heart center, heart chakra. So all these three channels, like a straw, or like your what do you call it? Intestines. It's like, but they're very clean, It's very clean and pure. You have to visualize that. Understand? Left and right channel. It's like straw, Not so big, but because this is empty. Okay, the channels are empty because you breathe in, right? Breathe in, breathe out through these channels. So it is important to first correct, right, your posture. Make sure your back is kind of straight. And your arms just to rest, comfortably. So you don't need to worry too much your body posture, whatever comfortable. But very important, in order to visualize these three channels, straight your back. Then no problem. And then start breathing. You breathing in, inhale. Visualizing your breath moving into the left and right channel, right? Because they start from your nostrils. So when you breathe in very slowly, very gently, slowly, and your breath goes in these two channels. And just to go down your torso until it's reached the center channel, and then move up towards the heart, your heart center. Then let your mind and breath dissolve into your heart chakra. And then slowly breathe out. So this you can breathe in, and then your breath goes down and then goes up into the central channel. Then you breathe out. You can do that too. And also you can breathe in, go down, and then just there, then you breathe out. And then you breathe in, again your breath goes into the central channel, towards your heart center, and then breathe out. You can do this like four breaths or two, whatever comfortable. You understand? And then start breathing circle again and put your mind on the breath and focus on it, and also kind of feel and relax. Understand? Any questions? Are you sure you understand? All right. No? Start your channel, two channel. Nostrils, start nostrils. You have to visualize, okay? You can't see this, This is not part of your, this channel is not part of your body, but energetic body. So you have to visualize. They start from here, and then goes here, and then down, right? You visualize the two channels and just goes down there, bottom of your torso, and then these two channels merge into the center channel, right? Got it? And then your breath come up towards your heart center, and then just to relax, focus on your mind. Understand? Yeah?
When we breathe out, are we breathing it back out? The channels?
What do you mean?
When we exhale, are we asking it to go back out the channels?
Oh, you mean you?
Visualize that?
Yes, you can visualize again and again, or you can visualize once the channels, and then most important, you should focus on your breath, and then also let your breath in mind dissolve into heart center, which means kind of if you do this, dissolve. Just to dissolve means maybe you don't know this, but just to relax, and then focus on your nature, kind of nature mind, heart center. Everything dissolve into heart center, and then everything kind of disappear, and then focus on that space as long as you can. And then your thoughts arise again, then you breathe in and out again. But no thoughts, then just to relax and focus on your mind, nature mind. Nature mind, two different things. Ultimate nature mind and relative nature mind. Maybe you should think about relative nature mind. Okay? Which means just to relax without thoughts. And then your thoughts arise, do not follow them. Just to recognize immediately. Then let go. Let go everything. Then they will disappear. They will disappear. Like a wave, disappears on ocean. They will disappear. Then you are just relaxed, very comfortable. Few minutes, okay? If you are new, you don't have to think too much. The one important is you just say yourself, let go everything and be relaxed. The first thing is you have to let go. Second is don't follow your thoughts. Instead, recognize your thoughts. Understand? Few minutes, okay? Just very relaxed body in your mind. Your mind bring back in your body. One second. Just to relax. Make sure your body and mind are together. Once your mind is in your body is comfortable, then start visualize two channels, left and right, from your nostrils. With these channels, you breathe in slowly goes down center of your body. Then your breath reach the bottom of the torso. Maybe slowly breathe out. Then you breathe in. Your breath goes into central channel. Towards heart center. Breathe out. And pause for a second between breathe in and out. And start again. Is it difficult or is it easy? Huh? Stop the thoughts are difficult. You don't have to stop. When your thoughts arise, just recognize, right? Then don't follow. That actually stop, but you don't have to really worry about it because it's just naturally come, right? And then if you don't follow that, just naturally disappear into your mind. What do you mean stop thoughts is difficult?
It seems like you grab onto them, or they kind of deserve more attention than what they really need, you know? Like you happen to grab on it quick because you're so used to thinking.
Right, that's exactly. Do you understand what difference between don't follow thoughts and stop thoughts? They're different, right? Stop thoughts or don't follow thoughts. You think they are the same? No? Different, right? See, if you don't follow thoughts, and then that's all. That's your meditation. If you follow your thoughts, then you will lose the main practice. Your thoughts is kind of, one thoughts come, and then another thoughts arise. And then this leads you just far away. And then you are no longer sort of your mind in your body. You just follow your thoughts, and then you lose everything. But just to recognize immediately your thoughts, and then thoughts immediately disappear. So you need to deal with this so many times, again and again and again and again. Eventually, less thoughts, more stable. Definitely you can.
It was very helpful to have the visual for me.
Yes.
Because every time I took a thought, I would just come back to it, and as I drew it, it felt like a heart, and then it came back together to come up, and that's where it landed. So thank you for that.
Oh yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, you should do that more and more. Practice this. Practice. I will give. We have 4 sections today here, so each section will meditate kind of different meditations. Then maybe that's too much if you're a beginner, but you have to sort of learn how to meditate. Then sort of every day you meditate. Sometimes people like kind of do meditate a little bit different meditation. Some people really like just focus on your one meditation, whatever you like. But I give you some sort of idea today, so you should meditate on it. It's not difficult at all. It's very simple meditation, but it's very profound. These meditations, everybody can. It's not necessarily become a Buddhist, become a whatever, who just very, you should feel you're very comfortable. If you're not Buddhist, don't think that, I can't meditate this because I'm not Buddhist. That's very wrong. That makes you very sort of uncomfortable, just whatever you believe, that's no problem. But you have to change your mind because of the thoughts, right? We have to develop our compassion, the human quality, compassion, love and kindness. All this we need. So that's we have to, no matter you're beginner or advanced or whatever, you have to practice on this. Once you have a compassion and love and kindness, then your life much better and wonderful, right? So when you meditate, what is the most difficult for you? Your body, your mind, what is the most difficult?
I think about like all the things that I need to get done. More thoughts, right? About all the chores I have to do or work things or just those kind of thoughts.
Oh, that's kind of thoughts. Yes. But for today, you have to think that, okay, today is what? Saturday. Are you working Saturday? No. So why you think about your work? Today, just to be present here. Make sure that your body and mind same time and here on the cushion. And let go. I told you, right? Let go everything when you meditate. Just to let go. Just to let go everything and be present, okay? The present moment is most important in our life. You know that? This moment is the most important in our life. Today is the most important in our life. Yesterday is gone, no longer there. Tomorrow is not here. So you have to focus on the today. That's the most important. Every day is new days for us. Make sure that new day is wonderful day. If you think in past or future, then you are not present moment. You ignore the present moment, everything. Then you lose your present moment. You never enjoy. So don't thinking, okay? Don't think me. Just to let go, okay? Just to let go today on. And whenever you meditate, like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whenever you have time, just let go everything that time. Just maybe 10 minutes, and make sure I will let go everything. I want to focus on this and that, right? That's how we develop our mind. And don't worry that if you can't sort of stop and can't, focus on or can't concentrate, don't think that, oh, I can't do this. This meditation is not for me. That if you think that, then you will stop your meditation. That's what we call obstacle. Then you never ever learn it. Then you never, change your mind. You cannot work with your mind if you do this all the time. Oh, I can do this. I cannot. This is not types of meditation. This is not for me. If you do this, then you just forget, and then you are not meditate all the time. Then you can't change. What else?
I had difficulty doing one side and the other side. I was more focused in my heart. I found it very difficult to do left side and then right side and then center. I found that hard. I was here and then when I was here in my heart, then I decided I just have to breathe. I have to let that go and just breathe.
That's good. But when you breathe in and out, you breathe both your nostrils or one side?
Both.
See, that's the same. The channel and actually is difficult both your nostril when you breathe in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Usually and generally, breathe out, and difficult to focus on your nostrils.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
So then how you when you breathe in and out, when you focus on your breath, how you focus on?
I focus in my belly.
Oh, okay.
And I was going like,
So that means you are not focused on your breath, right?
I just was focusing on my belly going in and out.
Mm.
I would feel it in my heart, and then I would.
Perfect. That's fine. Whatever is comfortable. make sure, you make sure the main point when you meditate, main point is, you are mindfully, So whatever the object, whatever you like focus on, that's no problem at all.
Is there a purpose for doing the left channel and the right channel instead of doing it together?
Yeah, just there is left in the right channel because of the two nostrils, right? So when you breathe in both, that's why. But you don't have to visualize first, okay, the right channel and then left channel. You don't have to visualize that. You visualize at the same time both channels.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. And then you don't have to visualize again and again. Once you visualize, then you should focus more sort of your breath in and out. And also sometimes very helpful, breathe in and pause a little bit in what happened and kind of investigate with your mind what is happening, what I'm thinking, what looks like what my mind looks like, And then breathe out and a little bit pause and then breathe in. You can do that.
I found myself visualizing on a particle, they fell off particle air for whatever reason was blue outside of me, traveling in, staying there, and then
Your breath kind of color,
it just helped me visualize it.
that's fine. Whatever comfortable, and that should not worry at all. Okay?
Khenpo, can you talk more about the dissolution? So you take the breath in and it travels and joins at the bottom of the torso, and then you say you dissolve at that point your mind and your heart when the breath is moved up together, the heart chakra. Then you allow the mind and everything to dissolve. Do you actually visualize that, or do you just, at that point?
You don't have to visualize. You just,
let go?
yes, you just let go and don't focus on anything. That's the very easiest way to say, don't focus anything and just relax. Maybe you found nothing, right? Sometimes you have sort of experienced that, there is no house. There is, even though my body is not here, something like, it's really just to relax and,
Is it possible to dissolve the awareness, or is the basic awareness?
that's the best, it's possible. With clarity, that's the best. But for the beginners, can't see that. For beginners, just to relax and without any thinking and don't focus anything. That's we call shamatha meditation, tranquility, So that beginner, I think for beginner that's better. Otherwise, there's a awareness and there's a clarity. All this kind of sometimes confused, right? So do this more and more, and then once your mind is stable, then focus on the awareness and clarity and all these kind of things. Now we should take a break, few minutes.